can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together?
Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. I'm doing the same video as I do literally like every single time. Anyways, just like a little life update with getting ready with me. So let's just jump right into it basically. I don't think I covered it, but we did take a trip to New York. That is where we've been. So that was quite interesting. The trip overall was really nice and just really good, and we came out of that trip deciding that we are moving. Anyways, if I could stop yawning, that would be great. So we came out of that trip deciding that we are going to be moving. We've talked a lot about moving since before we've had Quentin, and it just never really like planned out. We were always in different stages in life where it just didn't really make any much sense. Anyways, we came back from that trip and just wholeheartedly decided that it was a good move for us and that we could be happy there, probably happier than we are here. We've never really been great fans of Florida, honestly, so that contributes to it a lot. I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, Florida's the greatest, best weather, like you have so much stuff to do there. No, do not like the weather here whatsoever at all. I do not like being hot 24/7 and never having a break from it. I also hate not having seasons. Why is that a thing? Why, like, who decided that? Because no, just not okay. Anyways, so when we brought the kids up there, Quentin has never been old enough while he's been there to really understand, like, we're in a different place. So this was the first time he like actually understood that we were in a different place and we were not in Florida anymore. We were not at our house. And he had an absolute blast. He did not want to leave. He told us in the airport, he was like, are we gonna ever come back here? And I was like, yes. Hopefully sooner rather than later, and to stay rather than keep leaving. So we talked it over a bunch while we were there. Also talked it over a bunch when we got back. We got back 2.5, 3 weeks ago, I think. So we've just been trying to kind of like not finalize plans, but like put plans in motion, decide when plans need to go into motion to make the timeline work correctly. We decided that probably the absolute best timeline would be for Damien to start applying for jobs up there once, like, after I have the baby. So like I have the baby and then he starts applying for jobs, because we already have like our birth plan set here. We have the doctors that we want here, we have the hospital we want here, and I am having, like, I'm trying for VBAC, so it makes it a little difficult when you're like mixing hospitals and doctors and all that stuff, because a lot of doctors don't like to do VBACs, especially up north, which is really weird. But yeah, so that is our current plan. Of he's gonna start looking for jobs as soon as I have delivered the baby. And our original like technical plan was that we weren't gonna move up there until tax season so like once we got taxes back from this year, so around March of next year. But that may change, I don't know. It depends on when he gets a job, honestly. So we're just kind of going with that for the most part. And we've just been like figuring out our budget to save money. So yeah, so we are 100% moving. We just do not know the final date of really anything yet. So basically baby first, and then we're gonna probably jump into all that stuff. Another exciting thing that we are about to venture on is my parents own a camper that, if you have been around since the beginning of this channel, you know that we used to live in it on their property when we were pregnant for Quentin, and I don't even remember, probably for like a year after we had him, and it was nice. It's a perfect size for us. It worked out nicely, and then we moved into our apartment, and now we live in this house. So anyways, so they've had that camper. It's just been sitting on their property because they don't use it for anything. So me and Damien started talking about, we want to get a camper. We wanted to get one when we moved, so that we didn't have to move with one, but campers can be pretty pricey depending on where you buy them. So I figured, why don't we just ask them if we can buy that one from them, since they don't use it, and then we'll just like remodel it, and then until we find a house, we could always like live in it if it's summer and fall up there before winter comes. So hopefully we have a house by winter, but if we don't, we'll just be staying with my sister inside of her house, which isn't a big deal. So so we talked it over with my parents, and we are going to be going through with getting their camper and redoing it. So that's another thing that's going to be a lot on this channel, is completely redoing their camper. It's not that there's really much wrong with it. Like, yeah, we have to fix some things and update some things, but for the most part, it's honestly just like making it not look like it's from the 90s. So yeah, it doesn't really need like a lot of like hard work, I would say. Like, not overall, it just needs to be updated badly. Yeah, but it has room for all of us in it, which is really hard to find in a camper that fits, like actually fits as many people as we have, because like campers will be like, oh, it sleeps like 16 people, and it's like, yeah, if you fold down the table, if you fold down the couch, if you fold down the countertop, if you fold down everything, yeah, it will fit 15 people, but not if you just want to stay in it without having to fold all that crap down. So this one has a bunk room, and it has a master like room thing, I don't know what to call that. Anyways, so it works and it fits all of us. So, and it'll even fit the baby when the baby comes, so that'll be really nice. Hair is like not cooperating in that one spot. Anyways, so that's our plan, like with that whole thing. I don't know if I've really shared much about it on here, but Aspen, there was like a lot going on to where we ended up asking her pediatrician, hey, like, do you think she like needs like not alternative care, but like something's going on and she's falling behind. And so we got an evaluation for occupational therapy, I want to say in February. She got an appointment for, I don't know, like March or April, I think. And so we took her to that, and that ended up going like, I guess, well, like, she's now in occupational therapy 2 times a week, and we don't know how long she's going to be in like these therapies, but my dog is just barking for absolutely no reason. Anyways, it's kind of just like a guessing game. It's been working out really, really nice for her. She's been doing a really great job. She's been learning and coping and just doing a really good job. But now we needed to get her physical therapy evaluation done. But now we had to call and schedule for her physical therapy evaluation, and they cannot get her in until the end of August. and then I don't know how long she's gonna have for physical therapy. So we may end up having to transfer her therapies up to New York. We don't have any real clue yet. It's kind of just like a whatever her doctors and therapists like get together and talk about. So it's just kind of like a waiting game, but she's doing really good, and she's progressing quite quickly, so that's really nice. But yeah, I don't really touch on that much here just because I don't really know what's going on day to day. We don't have really any diagnoses. That sounded so bad. But yeah, so we're just kind of still in the process of like not knowing what's going on. So the more on that will be, I guess, like more when we figure out what's going on, because I don't really want to share anything and then it be wrong and then it like already be out there, and I don't want to do anything like that. So that's how Aspen has been doing. Quentin technically could start, it's called like VPK, it's preschool, in Florida this year, but we've decided that he's not even going to preschool. He's just going to be homeschooled for preschool also. So that kind of makes our life a little bit easier, but it like doesn't at the same time. They only do 3 hours of preschool anyways here, so by the time I would drop him off, I would have to pick him up right away. So it's just, it kind of like not really even worth it to drive all the way there. So we just decided a no-go on that, and he doesn't want to go anyways. We've talked to him about it, and he said that he would rather stay home and get taught by us, and that is perfectly okay with me. That was our plan to begin with, so that's what we're going to stick with. So we're just going to go from there, I guess. Yeah, that's really about it for some wonderful life updates for right now. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say with that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you in our next one.